Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your best MLB player prop bets for today on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks. I'm Shannon Sommerville. My co-host Tyler Wiemann is off. He'll be back with us on Thursday, which I was very disappointed about because today I was ready to do a nice victory lap and find some common ground with my co-host who's a Padres fan because I am coming off a big series win over the Dodgers as a Yankees fan. So something we both could have celebrated over. I guess we'll just have to wait until Thursday when he's back on the show. But for now, I'm holding it down solo here on the show. If you haven't already, make sure to download the PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy apps if you haven't already, and use the promo code LineStar when you do, and you'll get up to $100 of your deposit match. So make sure to check that out. We got some good props for you today, plus a home run call on Friday. Did pretty well in my props. Ramon Laureano did not play. He was my main player prop bet for 0.5 hits. However, Joey Wiemann delivered. He had over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He took care of that with a home run for that. So looking to continue the momentum here today on the show. Got some great picks for you. As always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and comment below. A comment will also enter you into our prop bets contest where one randomly selected commenter will win $50 if I hit both of my props for today. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Keep the good energy here going on the On Deck podcast. Let's start things off with some props, shall we? All right, first I'm going to Miami Marlins outfielder Jonathan Davis over 0.5 hits. That is minus 148 in some of the sports books. So pretty great value you're getting on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks because the juice doesn't matter there. You're still getting the same amount of money. Davis, 303 average on the season. He has been a little bit cold recently, just 182 over the last week. However, he has gone over that 0.5 hits mark 67% of the time in games this season. He's gotten a hit in 3 of the last 4 games. Going up against the Kansas City Royals, this will be a bullpen game for them. They're trotting out righty Carlos Hernandez, who's got a 4.76 ERA. Hey, he didn't even make it past the 3rd inning of the last game against Colorado, and the KC bullpen has given up the 4th most hits, the 4th highest opponent average in all of baseball. So I love the Marlins here against that poor bullpen of Kansas City Royals here. So go with the over on Davis hits. Next, I'm going to Chicago Cubs righty Kyle Hendricks over 3.5 strikeouts at minus 133. Hendricks is not a flamethrower. He's not going to be blowing it past anybody, but he has been particularly effective with his changeup and off-speed pitches, which you will see him mix in against today against the San Diego Padres. Now, we only have 2 games to go off of because he had been out for a year dealing with that shoulder injury. He has since been back and has looked pretty good. Against the Tampa Bay Rays, he had 3 strikeouts, and the Tampa Bay Rays strikes out about 22% of the time. That is below league average. And then he also had 5 strikeouts against the Mets, a team that has the 3rd lowest strikeout rate in all of baseball. Now he's going up against the San Diego Padres, a team that strikes out a ton. In fact, they strike out 24% of the time. That's 8th highest. And in fact, 25.2 over the past 2 weeks. Against righties, 24.3%. That's the 6th highest strikeout rate in all of baseball. We've also got pitcher-friendly conditions. This game is at Petco Park, a notorious pitcher-friendly ballpark. It is June gloom right now in San Diego, which means it's cloudy, it's overcast, the air is denser, harder for the ball to travel. So take that into consideration too if you're thinking about some other props for that game at Petco between the Padres and the Cubs. You can find these 2 picks. They are available on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks. If you haven't downloaded those apps already, make sure you do and use the promo code LineStar when you do to get up to $100 of your first deposit match. Who doesn't love some free money? Also, make sure if you're enjoying our content that you like this video, you subscribe to our channel, and you comment below. 1 comment will automatically enter you into our prop bets contest. If I hit both of my props for today, one randomly selected commenter will win $60. And finally, we can bust out the money gun. Also, if you haven't signed up for notifications, I highly recommend it because a lot of times on Underdog Fantasy, PrizePicks, whatever sportsbook you're at, sometimes the lines change. They take certain props off. So we want you guys to be able to hop on these props right when we come out with them. Also, another way to be able to hop on these picks right away is to get the LineStar app and the Props AI tool. That's the tool that I'm using to help me find the best edge in the prop market. So make sure to check that out at linestarapp.com. Now it is time for our home run calls of the day. my home run call, I'm going to Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop Rodolfo Castro plus 450 for a home run today. Castro has a 317 ISO versus lefties. For those that aren't familiar with the ISO stat, it's just a measure of a hitter's raw power, and the MLB average for that stat is around 140. Yeah, Castro just crushes lefties, and today he's going up against Oakland A's lefty JP Sears, who gives up a 1.97 home run per 9 rate. That is the 8th highest among all pitchers, minimum 50 innings pitched. Plus, you combine that with the Oakland A's bullpen that's giving up the highest home run per 9 rate in all of baseball. Yeah, Castro's in a great spot today. It's also 75 degrees, 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to center at PNC Park today. Like the Pirates bat, specifically Castro, but I can also endorse Andrew McCutchen here as well. That's going to do it for our picks for today. Let me know where you're headed in the comments. Remember, a comment also enters you into our prop bets contest. If I go 2 for 2 on my props, someone's getting $50 tomorrow. We will randomly select a commenter, announce it tomorrow, and I'll get to use the money gun. It'll be great. Got to start the week off strong here. Let me know where you're headed in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out the LineStar app, linestarapp.com, and that Props AI tool that can help you find the best edge in the prop market. Check that out at linestarapp.com. Good luck in all of your prop betting endeavors for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.